We very often in spirituality we hear living an authentic expression, but to say it is easy. To follow it takes a lot of self-awareness and ability to see beyond your fears, beyond your mind's limitations, beyond your plans, beyond your responsibilities, beyond what you thought you will follow or do, or what you think you have to or need to. Being fully authentic and living fully in your authentic expression means fully relying on your inner feeling, fully relying on your intuition, on your body feelings, on your sensations within your body, and on your body impulses. It means living authentically and truly to you, to your body rhythms, to your life force energy. And every single moment your life force energy is different. It flows in a different rhythm, and your body moves and exists in a different rhythm. Every moment your body has different needs and different preferences, as well as your soul. Every moment you feel something else. Every moment something else comes through you. Every moment of your existence, your energy moves differently. It moves in a unique direction. So you need to be fully connected with your body, with your inner feeling of yourself, to truly live in your authentic expression. Because to say be authentic, being authentic doesn't always mean showing your feelings or staying vulnerable or not pretending, even though those things also truly depend on how well you listen to yourself, how well you understand to yourself. Living in your authentic expression means living true to you, living true to your uniqueness, living true to your dreams, to your body rhythm, to your unique timing, to your unique path, to your unique inner calling and purpose of your soul that you feel through your intuition. And only when you live authentically to yourself, when you live in an authentic expression, you are able to express yourself fully authentically. You are able to speak fully authentically. You are able to be fully yourself, not try to pretend, to perform, to please people's opinions, to follow any of the societal standards, because we all do subconsciously, we all do at some point or level. We are not authentic, and our human path is the whole path of learning how to be authentic, how to be true only to ourselves, to our feelings, how to be true to our visions, to our inner calling. Because if you think you work on, for example, a job, a 9-to-5 job, it's normal and it is a part of your path. And I do not mean to disvalue it or make it like something that drags you down, because a human being is a highly creative being and cannot be fully free and fully live in own power, allowing other people to control them. When you, for example, work on a 9-to-5 job, you aren't able to listen to yourself fully, because there are things that you have to do. There are responsibilities that you have to finish to be able to get paid, to be able to please someone's expectations on you, or to fulfill the job that someone told you to do. So you have to follow that to be able to stay at that job that brings you money, that brings you financial security and stability, even though at the same time you betray yourself, you betray your body rhythm, you betray your soul. Your soul has a unique vision, and yes, jobs can be a part of that vision. Sometimes, we feel purpose, we feel calling in something, and those jobs, those moves, those careers and businesses, they can help us to express that vision. They can help us to be closer to that vision. But in the same time, when we work for someone, it has to be a part of our calling for us to feel aligned and to feel truly authentic. Because if it's something that we follow only for money, only for social expectations or someone's expectations, or to prove something or to perform or to do something, it means we ignore ourselves. It means we do not do something that is true to us, and we, instead of authentically following the inner calling, we follow the fears of not having money, the fears of not having stability, the fears of losing something. The idea is that at some point or level we all betray ourselves, and we all do not take care of a little particle of ourselves. Even though little, but still something within us gets ignored. And the human path is the whole path of relearning how to live in your body, to connect with your senses, to connect with your inner vision, so that then you are able to live fully in your authentic expression. Because you aren't able to live fully in your authentic expression and follow certain standards and fit in somewhere, because you are unique. To be able to live uniquely to yourself, uniquely to your body rhythm, uniquely to your inner vision, you have to not be able, but you have to create that spot for yourself. You cannot get enrolled somewhere and be under someone's control and live authentically and freely and expressively as yourself. It isn't possible, because you are unique, and the place in the world that fully matches your unique body rhythm, that fully matches your unique vision, isn't created yet, because there's no one like you and there has never been anyone like you. How could there be a place somewhere else created by someone else in the world that would match perfectly you? So this is just a detail of something. We all are on our unique path, and I'm not saying to leave the jobs, no, because we all have a unique path, we all have unique timing, we all have unique vision and unique purpose and unique feeling, and sometimes we aren't ready or we feel comfort in there, It's your feeling, it's your life, it's your inner calling, it's your body rhythm, so you choose what to do with it. But to live in your authentic expression, you need to connect with your senses, with your body, with your inner calling, with your soul. And to live true to it, it sometimes means to disappoint others, to not fit in, to be considered as a weird person or as a selfish person or not the right person or not religious or not spiritual. But it doesn't matter, because who considers you that way simply judges, because who is able to consider you that way, or who is considering you that way, maybe isn't able to see the way you see, to feel the way you feel. All you need to listen is yourself. And to live in an authentic expression, it isn't something that we need to have or need to do, but it is something that opens the potential for us to live freely, to live beautifully, to live full of joy and love. Because very often we think about spirituality as a limitation, as something that we have to be the right person. But spirituality is something that opens our potential to live freely, to live beautifully, to live authentically, to live a life of fulfillment, full of joy and harmony. And it isn't a limitation, and there are no rules to spirituality. Your spirituality is unique, your path is unique, and you don't even have to think you're spiritual or follow certain spiritual rules or standards or match something or do any spiritual practices to be aligned with your soul, to live in an aligned way with your soul. You simply have to listen to yourself, to your body, to your heart, to your inner vision, to your inner calling, and give yourself a chance, because when you listen to yourself, you discover how much beauty there is in life. The less you listen to yourself, the more you struggle, because the more you go against your uniqueness, against your authentic expression, against your unique flow. And the more you listen to yourself, the easier you start to live, the more harmony comes to your life, the more you are fulfilled, because you live true to yourself. And what can be more beautiful than simply living as yourself, living as your unique self, no matter who you are, no matter what you look like or what you do in life. The point is freedom, and your ability to listen to yourself and to stay authentic gives you that freedom, gives you freedom of being yourself, being free from all the mental blockages, all the mental limitations and fears of being seen, of being yourself, or being unique and weird and raw and authentic, and being free from all the mental limitations that do not allow you to be authentic gives you freedom to dance with life, to flow with life, to flow with your unique rhythm, with your unique body. And what can be more beautiful? It isn't a limitation that we need to follow. Being authentic isn't something that we have to be, but it is something that can bring us so much joy. And why do we always follow something external that keeps us in this cage where we don't feel free, don't feel alive, don't feel full of joy, though we feel validated or approved or stable or secure somewhere? But for that, we literally sell our soul, our joy, our inner vision, and this sense of meaning and purpose and value that lives within us. When you live true to yourself and live in your authentic expression, you you feel joy, you feel love at every corner of this world. You start to enjoy your life because you live true to yourself. You don't fight yourself, you don't hide yourself, you open your wings and fly as yourself, accepting your body rhythms, accepting your soul vision. And what can be more beautiful than simply being free, being liberated from everything that blocks your authentic self-expression and doesn't allow you to live freely in your body?